Hi guys, welcome to So Jannelle. I'm your host Jannelle, so bringing you stories of immigration and representation. Coming to you today from Noble Creations Filipiniana and Barong Tagalog here in Artesia, California. If you follow me closely, especially on social media, you know that Noble is one of my favorite go-tos when I go to events that require Filipiniana attire. And so Amiel is here joining us. Amiel is the founder of Noble. Would you say that you're also the designer? Do you design or do you source out stuff?
I do design as well, yes.
You do design. Yeah. A year and a half ago, we featured Amiel on the show when he had his store opening here. And at that time, Amiel, because so many people are veering away from the brick and mortar, diba? But you were gutsy, you had the courage. Sobrang lakas ng loob po ni Amiel na nagbuka siya ng brick and mortar here. How has it been?
A year and a half ago, my online sales were, very reputable, to say the least. So, and I also do believe that people are veering away from brick and mortar establishments. But I always felt that barong should be tried on, felt, and seen like personally. So I jumped into that venue and put up this store, and then people did come. So it's the saying that when you build it, they will come. It happened here. Right. And now actually my brick and mortar store, the Noble Creation store here in Artesia, is actually more profitable than online now.
Congratulations for that, but also congratulations are in order. You're a TOFA awardee this year.
Thank you.
Coming back from Honolulu, so congratulations also on MJ Racadio's blog talk, 75 most influential Filipino Americans.
It felt like it happened so fast, and it felt like it fell on my lap actually. Like all I wanted was like to help my kababayans in Lumban, Laguna, and possibly bring their crafts here. And then people flocked their way in my business, and it became a word of mouth. I am really thankful to the community because I felt like they worked behind me all the way. They helped me market my product. I mean, a month ago, I went to the Philippines from a mere like 6 people working with our family. Now we have like almost 20 people, and then I do have other contractors that works with me.
Yes, that is amazing. And nasabi ko na yun before, one thing I like about you, especially when I first interviewed you, yun na nga, gusto mong not just to promote that artistry of embroidery from the Philippines, but also to help kababayans back home get livelihood.
Yes.
So pagka po tayo bumibili ng Amiel Creations, we're also building jobs for our kababayans back home who need it, right?
Yes.
But aside from that, why do you think people flock to the store? Anong meron? Is it the variety of designs? Is it the variety of sizes? What is it?
Aside from the ones that you've said, I think people are interested also to the story behind Noble Creations. People now like really listen to where the items that we're buying are coming from and how significant it is, to spend their money on something that they knew is something worthwhile and worth the piece that they're buying. And being from Lumban, they knew that they're buying it directly from the people that were doing it, that were making it, directly from the artisans that created this stuff. So I think that's part of the success of Noble Creations. And yeah, we're still bringing that, and with a lot of a different creativity and just flair, and I think they really do love that stuff.
Yeah, I would say there are 2 C's of Noble Creation. That's creativity, which what you said, but also community. Because kudos also to you. You are so tireless in supporting others as well. I know that you're very active with SoCal Filipinos, right? You're very active with Philam Creatives. Ano pa ba yun? Because it is very important that the community supports you as well. Kasi sila talaga yung magdadala sa'yo, no?
Yes. Early on, I realized that, it's very important for me to be out there and be visible to the community, not just by, for helping me through uplift my business, but also as much as possible if people need my stuff, I am there. They knew that Noble Creation is there to help them, even if if we can like collaborate with stuff. So that I owe them a lot actually to the community.
Right. And but Amiel is not resting on his laurels. In fact, he is always thinking of creative ways to not just promote his business, but promote the cottage industry in the Philippines and to help kababayans back home have means of livelihood. He also partners with different Filipino designers. I know the necklaces are provided by Victoria, right? Yeah. And then I know that there are bags too that you promote and you help.
Yes.
And when we return on the show, Amiel will have a very important announcement as they are introducing to us their very first brand ambassador. That's when we return on the show. Don't go away. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us here on So Jannelle. Happy Sunday if you're watching on TFC. Happy Saturday if you're watching on ANC. And happy Monday if you're watching on a local channel here in Southern California. It's KXLA Channel 44. We are also available on demand on iWantTFC, and we are always on our social media platforms at SoJannelleTV on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I always say to everyone, don't keep us to yourselves. Share us with your friends and loved ones wherever in the world they may be, because this is your weekly dose of stories of immigration and representation. Kanya naman tayo lahat, di ba, Amiel? We migrated to the US. A lot of us did. I myself did too. Ikaw din, di ba?
Yes. Yes.
Amiel Noble is the founder and designer and genius behind Noble Creations, Barong, and Filipiniana here in Artesia, California. Amiel, I know I've asked you before, pero para lang dun sa mga, alam mo na pagbago kang salta sa Amerika, it's not easy. Sometimes you struggle with homesickness, missing Manila, missing the Philippines, and then sometimes you struggle to find your bearing, your footing here in the US. Ano yung mga napagdaanan mong paghihirap as an immigrant?
As an immigrant, of course, I was a municipal councilor back in the Philippines in my hometown, Lumban, Laguna. So that's why, before I left, that was my previous job.
Yes.
And then you come over and you do all the odd jobs that you can find. That my very first job actually was, this is funny, like I was peeling the skin of lumpia.
Oh,
that's what I do, like in a factory. That's
wow.
That's
you
the
start
first
from
thing
the
I do.
bottom,
yeah,
right? Okay, and then so after mag-peel ng lumpia,
lumpia, then you go with fast food restaurants. My very last job actually was a manager in a Chinese restaurant, like a chain restaurant here in the US.
Yes.
But I love remembering all that stuff because that's where I learned a lot of things that I applied here in my business.
Yeah, sipag at tiyaga daw po yung kailangan para mabuhay at mag-thrive dito sa Amerika. Imagine from peeling the look. Okay, first of all, palagi natin yung pinag-usapan dito. Kung ano man ikaw sa Philippines, kahit na boss ka pa dyan, pagdating sa Amerika, parang wala lahat eh. You really have to start from the bottom. So it teaches you about humility. And, you know, also I guess being resourceful as well. Now, you worked your way up to being a manager. Pero, for some, that's okay, right? Pero para po kay Amiel, you really wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Which happened first? Entrepreneurship o yung gusto mo talagang to help out kababayans in the Philippines?
I wanted to help out Lumban, Laguna, actually, my hometown.
Kasi municipal councilor ka
Yeah, I was a
doon.
municipal councilor. I've been promoting embroidery already back in the Philippines. Even in my college years, that's my thesis. Because it's been embedded in my heart and my
Naburta na sa heart mo.
Yeah, it was already because of my mom was also an embroiderer. So when I managed to save money, that's when I've thought about like putting up at least an online business about Barong Tagalog and Filipiniana, selling those stuff, and at the same time like telling the whole world that hey, this product that I'm selling came from my hometown,
right?
From the blood and sweat of all the Lumbeños, the artisans of my hometown.
Yan, galing. So, if there's one advice that you will give to those immigrants who are struggling, ano yun? What advice would you give them?
Be patient.
True.
Yeah. Whoever you are back in the Philippines may not materialize back here in the US as soon as possible time that you would ever imagine. But be patient, be resourceful. So your time will come.
I love that.
there's a time for everyone.
Right. And right now, Amiel's time is upon us. He is earning a lot of success from yung mga pagtatanim mo. You're now reaping the benefits, right? What would be your advice naman to entrepreneurs out there?
To be kind. I always say that, to be kind, because it's easier to work with somebody who you know that, like, kind-hearted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to work with somebody who thinks so much about him or herself. But if you're kind enough to help others, if you're kind enough to be somebody to work with, and then people will truly help you genuinely.
Right. And that's why you have enjoyed the help and generosity of others as well. We mentioned earlier yung mga groups that have been carrying you. I wear a lot of Noble Creation stuff as well. And the special announcement is you're going to be introducing to us the first ever brand ambassador. Who is it? Yes,
today we'll be introducing our first ever male ambassador, and that will be Mr. Enchong, a popular actor back in the Philippines. And yeah, he will be here from now on, he will represent Noble Creations.
I love that. Ngayon, bakit si Enchong?
Aside from his popularity, his clout, his reach, Enchong always this upright man that we always know. That I've been watching him, I've been following him. He's always an upright man.
Walang controversy.
Yeah, and he works diligently. And with my research also, everybody loves to work with him. And he really helped whoever he's representing. Like, he put up contents about the product, and he really market them as much as he could. So,
bakit kailangan pa ng brand ambassador? Because you're already flying, you're already, getting a lot of attention. What made you want to get an ambassador pa on top of that?
Noble Creations needs to have a face.
Aside from him?
Aside from me, yes.
Aside from this
yes.
face? Okay,
aside from this face, Noble Creations should have somebody to represent them globally.
Yes.
Globally, to the masses. And we believe that Enchong is that person.
Right. I love that. And if you're getting a male face, are you also getting a female face? And in line with that, what more can the fans expect from you and from Noble?
Yes, definitely we will have a female face. That will be next year. Probably like the first half of the year, we will have our female face, our female ambassador of Noble Creations. Right now, the next project that we will have is, aside from helping, working with the community, collaborating with the community with the coming Christmas and other fests that will be happening, we will open up a new branch of Noble Creations.
Okay, saan?
This will be in the Bay Area.
Bay Area, wow. From Southern California to Northern California.
To Northern California.
Okay.
Because a lot of our kababayans in Northern California actually drives from the Bay Area to here just to, see our stuff. And they've been begging us to open up a store over there. And they promised that they will help us market.
They better,
yeah,
okay.
And to tap that market also, and to service them with the Filipiniana and Barong that they need.
Right, I love that. So there's a lot of things to look out for, to look forward to from Amiel Noble and Noble Creations as well. We will be back with more. Don't go away.